begin about my journey, I would like to say a few things. First of all, thank you so much for considering my journey worthy enough to be a part of Alchemy. I really thank all of you for that. Also, I've been noticing that all of you are such a supportive crowd, and it means so much to all of us that you're interested in our journeys and you're here and spending your valuable time to listen to our journeys. Thank you so much for that. To begin with my journey, I started singing at the age of 3. So my mom used to sing for me every night before I slept. And when I was 3 years old, all of a sudden I just sang one of the songs that she used to sing for me. And that's how my parents found out that I could sing, and they took me to classical music classes and light music as well. So I trained for about 15 to 16 years, and I used to sing here and there, and I received a lot of encouragement and support from my school as well. I received various platforms through school and colleges and all of that. One of the biggest milestones in my music journey was Saregama season 17. I am a very anxious person, and the day of the mega auditions was like one of the most anxious moments I ever had in my life. But I cleared the auditions, and I believe that that was a stepping stone for me, which exposed me to various artists in the industry. And I realized that I would like to take up music professionally when I first sang in a studio. Until then, music had only been a hobby for me. I would do that along with my studies, but I never imagined that I would take it up professionally. However, when I first sang in a studio, that's when I could see that I would like to see myself do this all my life. So about the transformations in my music journey, the first transformation was that I decided to take up music professionally. Coming to the second transformation, now we all know that when a person talks about a singer, the first thing that comes to anybody's mind is a performer. So that's what a singer is usually branded with. However, a very underrated musical act is to record in a studio. While performing, live performance has its own kind of joy, singing in a studio is amazing, especially for a very anxious person like me, because you don't have to wonder whether you got all the lines right, you got the whole song right, because you have the space to explore the song and all of its lines how many ever times you want, and there's nobody stopping you, and it's like an infinite space and time that you have to explore the song. And every time you walk out of a studio, you know what you've done there. So when it comes to live performances, yeah, there's the thrill of facing an audience and singing for people, getting cheers from the crowd and all of that. But let me share a very special moment of mine with all of you. So this was me performing with my band, and this is my first time at a studio. This is a very memorable day for me because I was never exposed to what kind of freedom music can actually offer to you. Otherwise, singing or performing live is very similar to an exam, because you prepare and you practice and then you go and you perform. It's like an exam. You try doing well, but you always have the opportunity to fail. But at a studio, it's not like that. Like you get like as many takes as you want, and you can explore however you want. And that just really appealed to me. So I took up playback singing professionally. I perform as well, and I find a lot of joy in that, but I also do consider playback singing a very important thing in my journey. So after I decided to take up playback singing, I joined Western music classes, and my Western music class had a studio in the institute itself, and there I was trained regarding the studio equipments and all of that, after which I got opportunities as well. I don't know how many of you have heard of the song Hey Sharade? That was my first song. I would like to sing 2 lines of that song for all of you. Hey Sharade, Daya Palisu, Ee Badanu ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿಸು ನಾಳೆಗಳ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆಯ ನೆಲೆಯಾಗಿಸು ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸು ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಾವಾಡೋ ಪದ ಪದದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಂಚರಿಸು ಹೂವಲ್ಲಿ ಜೇನು This is my debut song in the Kannada film industry. Every single time that I've recorded a song or every single time that I sing a song, I feel so relaxed, and it's definitely the best distraction, intoxication that I've ever received in my life. And actually, people consider music and studies to be like balanced in my life, but I would rather put it this way. Music is something that has balanced my whole life actually. It has helped me. It's not something that I had to put effort into balancing. Music is what balanced my life actually. So I would like to thank my life for giving me the opportunity to be a singer. However, engineering is also something that I was very passionate about, and I joined engineering with a lot of interest, and now I'm a final year engineering student in computer science. Yeah. I'm a geek. I love coding, and I am extremely passionate about both computers and music, and I can't imagine living without either. I don't ever want to stop being an engineer or a singer, so I'm happy to balance both. So enough about my journey. I actually want to give all of you a very interesting fact about music before I sign off for today. Something that keeps you thinking every time you listen to a song. This is one technical aspect of music that caught my mind, like it got me thinking a lot, and I find it very interesting, so I want to share all of that with you. How many of you have heard of major and minor chord progressions in music? Yeah, so about that, music helps a person deal with their emotions in a way such that every song can either be a major song or a minor song. So major scales usually make a person happy, or so when a person is happy or in a bright mood, he or she chooses to listen to happy songs. Let me give you an example. I'm sure all of you know this song and it makes everyone happy, so I'm just going to sing this song for you. Everyone happy, right? So it's a jolly song, like when you're happy, it's nice to hum and listen to. And there's another type of songs which are called the minor songs. I would call them sad songs. Rather, when a person is in a sad mood, they prefer listening to intense music, something that gets you thinking deep. Let me give you an example. I want all of you to experience this, feel this.
अरमान ऐसे दिल में
this gets you thinking. When you're depressed or when you're emotional, thank you so much. Listening to such songs can help you figure out what exactly you're feeling and get out of it. Or if you'd rather think more about it, it helps you think. Also, thank you so much for joining me on the song earlier. I felt very happy. This is one interesting thing I want to share with all of you. And with that, I would like to end by telling all of you to please encourage the artist within all of you, because art is the only platform that can give you infinite space to explore yourself as a person and show you what you really are capable of when you have nothing holding you back. It has no clutches, no rules. You just go with whatever you have in mind and you do whatever you want, and that's when you truly know yourself as a person. Please don't ignore the artist within yourself and encourage yourself as much as possible. Thank you so much for being such a lovely audience. Means the world to me. Thank you.